you are blessed with my sister, and I can assure you she's very, very good. I'm here to support her in a number of things, and you can be sure for that world they want to create and impose on us, it will not be there when we are alive. We will not accept it. LGBT is not African. It is not natural. God did not create it. It's an imposition, and that we must all resist. You know, I've been coming to Uganda many, many times. I've come to your thank the Right Honorable Speaker, my blessed sister, for inviting me to Uganda. I'm always here, and I always receive a very warm welcome, a very hospitable country, and I really enjoy your weather. Your weather is better than ours. Ours is hotter, and I like the greening, and the quality of your air is far better than ours, which have less trees and greens than you have. So congratulations. I don't need to say it, but you all know it, that the speaker, I usually call her Triple A. And you know, in school, when you write exams and you are able to get Triple A, you know that is, yes. So she is good, and she's been so gracious to talk about my being the chair of the Speakers of Africa. We mean Speakers of Africa, so Anglophony, Francophonie, Luxophonie, Arabia, all of them are together from the north to the south, the west to the east to the center. We are together now, and we have one body called the Conference of Speakers and Presidents of African Legislatures. I happen to be the chair for the second term now. And it's important for you to know that I've been in Parliament since 7th January 1993. No shaking. Nobody has beaten me before in elections. So I know what goes into elections. And I rose up to leadership in 2001. So in 2001, I was the opposition leader in Ghana for 8 years. Then I became majority leader for 5 years. Then I became a speaker for many portfolios before I became a deputy speaker. And now I finished my first term as speaker last year, and I was elected unanimously as speaker again for the second term. And so I've been in this game for quite a long time, but that is one of the gems you have produced. You know, she's not been that long in Parliament like me, but I can tell you her performance is A+. She's really very good. And in many of the international conferences we attend, she has distinguished herself. And so you need to add this to show your appreciation of what she has done so far. If I had a vote, I would have added it to make it 100%, not 99%. Because it must be unanimous. Because you need those additions to give you more leverage and international global leverage to get development for your people. These are very important decisions you take, because these things add weight to the person. Now you've been told I'm chair of Speakers of Africa. That position alone brings people all over the world to me, just because I've been voted as chair of the speakers. And so if you want to speak to any country through any parliament, you cannot ignore their chair. And that gives Ghana an opportunity to reach out to get more global support to develop the country. So these are very important decisions you're going to take. Pass on the word to your colleagues. We are all products of parties, all of us. Even though in Ghana we pretend that the speaker is impartial. Okay? We say the speaker is impartial in the performance of his duties, but the speaker is not neutral. Now, that is homework for you. Difference between impartiality and neutrality. How do you differentiate them? It's homework. But here, you are bold enough to bite the bullet. You want to have the speaker also being a party person, which is true, because we are products of a party. It's my party that nominated me. It's my party members in parliament that voted for me to be speaker, but yet I'm to pretend not to be a party person. That is not real. So the link between the party and parliament is very important. That link keeps you in touch. It keeps you in touch not just with the speaker, but with what is happening in parliament. And once she comes from your place, she's able to take control of the members. And there's a lot of advantage for you. We work for you, not for ourselves again. Because where we have reached, if it is about ourselves, then you can stay home and enjoy what you have achieved. But sometimes there's a perception that because of the conditions, the things they give to us to enable us work, make us look like we are in a privileged position. But usually look at us after the office. When we leave the office, how do we look? Is it the same as we were in office? If you look at your former members of parliament, if you look at even your former speakers and the rest, are they up as they used to be? No, because those logistical support, those conditions are no more with them. It's when we are there to serve you that you give us that privilege to have those conditions to be able to serve you. Like the court. You cannot go to a court and when the magistrate or judge gives a decision and you disagree, you attack them. They are insulated by the law. That they make no mistake. Once they say this is the law, that is the law. But we know many times we disagree with them. And so are the members of parliament and the speaker. But you are blessed with my sister, and I can assure you she's very, very good. I'm here to support her in a number of things. And you can be sure for that world they want to create and impose on us, it will not be there when we are alive. We will not accept it. LGBT is not African. It is not natural. God did not create it. It's an imposition. And that we must all resist. You know? I've been coming to Uganda many, many times. I've come to your Matthias celebrations. Yes, and I was at the church. I've been to the church twice. I came there for seminars. I sponsored Reverend Sisters to come here to attend. And I think it's a good initiative that Uganda should try to spread throughout Africa so that it can be the Mecca of Africa. Our people used to walk to Saudi Arabia, just to the Muslims, to attend the Mecca festivities to be Hajj. It can be the same because it's only South and East Africans and this and that walk there. But the whole of Africa, particularly we those who are Catholics and the rest, if you are able to brand it and market it well, annually, you can get a lot of tourists more than what you are getting.
From the heart of Uganda, where every street hums with history and every voice echoes a story, comes a festival that lets the world know of the Pearl of Africa. Uganda Film Festival 2025 is calling. From May 26th to June 6th, cinemas across the nation will blaze with cinematic stories. Watch, feel, and reflect. Then cast your vote for the Viewer's Choice Award category. Step behind the scenes in exclusive workshops and forums. Discover something new. The Uganda Film Market, a vibrant hub for filmmakers, distributors, and investors. The journey climaxes in brilliance at the awards gala. Brought to you by the Uganda Communications Commission. For details, call 0800 222 777.
And that brings in a lot of money for the development of the country. Try it, and that is a good idea that could help, you know. So I want to thank you all for supporting my sister, and you can count on me for support. And Ghana is your place. Anytime any of you want to come, please get in touch with her. If she gets me to know, I can arrange for you to visit Ghana. It's when you go to other countries, you get to appreciate what you are doing in your country. When you don't go out to see, you think that you are the worst person. By the time you realize you are the best, you know. So from time to time, you want to come, let us know. I don't need to be a speaker to help you, because in Ghana, all the presidents that we've had so far passed through my hands. Yeah, because I was very early in Parliament. They came later to join me in Parliament, and I was their leader before they decided to go and be president, whether it's John Mahama or Nana Akufo-Addo or President Kufuor. They were all passing through me. So they all know me. And I reached the stage that I'm now a statesman. So I can help you anytime you are coming. We can meet you at the airport. We can give you a lift. We can give you accommodation. And we can give you some days and to go into town. And then you can enjoy yourself. The relationship should not be country to country. It should be person to person. That's how we can build the relationship. England fought France for over 100 years. They were fighting each other. They intermarried, and they used the kingship to cement their relationship. And with that, they were able to bring in Germany, another strong bloc in Europe, and they managed to get together to form the EU. And so it's the person-to-person relationship that is really the object or objective of bilateral relations. Country to country is up there. You may not see it, but person to person is very key. And we want to see that relationship. And so she is my sister. I was just walking with her hand in hand. And I said, the pictures you people are taking, please let me assure the husband that I won't take her away from him. That is not where our relationship is. No, our relationship is about cementing Ghana-Uganda relationship. And I told her, people in my place, my regional minister, his name is Charles Luanga. And then here you have Honorable Charles Luanga. So where did they get the names from? It means they are from one ethnic group. These are some of the things, when you go through our languages, you see we are one and the same people. But as you increase in numbers, as you migrate, whether through conflict or through tourism or whatever, you settle at different places. But if you go to Europe, they don't know the difference between you and me. We look alike. And so we are one and the same people. And that is one of the initiatives she, together, I must say, led by His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni, is bringing for us the speakers from our conference to be meeting the presidents from time to time to discuss continental issues and how we can improve our continent better. To stop you trying to migrate to Europe or America, where I can tell you, I've been there many times, life in Africa is far, far better than life over there. The pursuit of life is happiness, freedom. You want to be free. You want to be happy. You want to be respected. You cannot get any of these three outside. Immediately you are outside, just because of your color, nobody respects you. So where's your dignity? Because you are outside and you are in somebody's country, you don't have your freedom. You can be in a vehicle and somebody will slap you. Where do you go? You know? And I have seen that all those who were with me in Africa and went outside, anytime they come, they see me better than them. So yes, you can go to sea, but don't have it in mind that you are going to a better place. There are people who are uneducated in Europe. They've not been to school. We don't know about that. There are people who are very poor in Europe. There are people who are unemployed in Europe. But we are giving the picture as if the films they show, that is where it is. No. There are many places that Kampala is far more developed than in Europe. You only see the cities. That's what they talk about. They don't talk about the other communities. And some of my, in fact, my former secretary married a Frenchman. Where they took her to, she can't come back home again. Because they are so poor that they can't even buy a ticket for her to come back. And so she only writes to us. So let's see how we can make our continent a better place to live in. And I thank all of you for coming. I thank you for this privilege. And I want to encourage you to do the right thing. As she said, she has assured me that you are solidly behind her. And I believe and pray that Almighty God will bless all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Derek, for loving Uganda and Ugandans. And as we said, one Africa, one destiny. And African problems will only be solved by us, locally solved. And we thank you for championing that association and making sure that we all believe in Africa. First, believe in Uganda, as you believe in Ghana, that is being a patriot, and then believe in Africa, that is being a Pan-Africanist. So in Uganda, we believe in Uganda first. First, we believe in Museveni, who is our president, a revolutionary president. Then we believe in Uganda, and then believe in Africa. Once more, we want to thank you for loving our president, loving our country, and loving the Speaker of Parliament. And I want to thank you for the kind words. You only forgot to tell them that I'm your vice.
Yes.
From the heart of Uganda, where every street hums with history and every voice echoes a story, comes a festival that lets the world know of the Pearl of Africa. Uganda Film Festival 2025 is calling. From May 26th to June 6th, cinemas across the nation will blaze with cinematic stories. Watch, feel, and reflect. Then cast your vote for the Viewer's Choice Award category. Step behind the scenes in exclusive workshops and forums. Discover something new. The Uganda Film Market, a vibrant hub for filmmakers, distributors, and investors. The journey climaxes in brilliance at the awards gala. Brought to you by the Uganda Communications Commission. For details, call 0800 222 777.
He was also unanimously elected as a vice to me, representing your whole region here. And your president loves Ghana because he had some of his education in Ghana and started his politics in Ghana. And he was in the party of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the CPP, and he was a young pioneer. And so we in Ghana are very proud of him. And Ghana is open. We respect him a lot. And if you want to know history about Africa, he's the number one. He can tell you everything. And he's seen as a leader of our presidents in Africa. So please, please don't be misled. Yesterday I mentioned this in Rwanda. I want to mention it here. The countries that we are looking up to, and we say they have developed, they started with leaders that were in their positions for long. The first prime minister of the United Kingdom is Walpole. Walpole was the one in charge of treasury in the United Kingdom for over 22 years. Then he became president, they call them prime minister, for over 21 years. So when you put the two together, that's how many years? 43 years he was leading the United Kingdom. And that is how they managed to put the system in place for other prime ministers to follow. Singapore, all of us know what is in Singapore. Lee Kuan Yew was the president of Singapore for how many years? Over almost 40 years, he was the president. And when he was leaving office, his son took over. If you go to Lee Kuan Yew's country, Singapore, is a very small country, but it is now like heaven on earth. Very clean, very developed, and everybody wants to go to Singapore. You understand? But they have brought into Africa that we must keep on changing our presidents. Development is a long journey, and you need to have continuity. As you keep on changing, there are distortions. But that is what they made us believe. So in Ghana, we have only 4 years. You're president for 4 years, you can only be president for another 4 years. 8 years, you have to go. A new president comes and goes to start from a different place until the development is truncated. They told us our presidents were old, and they were criticizing Mugabe. Biden was how many years and he was contesting? Did anybody criticize him? No. And so we in Africa must change our minds and think, if it is good, keep it. That is gold, that is gem. If it is not good, you change. If you are not healthy, you cannot live long. And if the person is not good, the person cannot be in office for long. Why do we hate old age? Nobody wants to die. You want to live healthy. And so when you live healthy, you live for long. What is wrong with that? Is that not what we want? We all want to go to heaven, but none of us want to die. But if you don't die too, you can't go to heaven. And we know life here is what? We are just passing. But there's life after death. And that life is everlasting. Yet, we don't want to go to the everlasting life. You want to stay here for some time. And so the only way you can stay here for some time is to live a healthy life. And so when somebody is old, we should rather be congratulating the person, clapping hands for the person, not condemning the person. The person has done well. You should be learning from the person, and you should not rather be making it look like it's bad to look old. You know? So these are some of the things I want to share with you. And I want you to take over from us. And after we are gone, you will perform better than what we have done. That is development. And I wish you all the best in life.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Right Honorable. Being the voice of the voiceless, they are here to serve humanity. And in the process of serving humanity, we must leave this world better than the way we got it. And we should actually do that as leaders who are representing so many people there. And honorable members, you've heard, we have an encyclopedia in Uganda. The encyclopedia we have is none other than His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. And we must treasure him. He's gold. And may the good Lord bless all of you. Thank you.
From the heart of Uganda, where every street hums with history and every voice echoes a story, comes a festival that lets the world know of the Pearl of Africa. Uganda Film Festival 2025 is calling. From May 26th to June 6th, cinemas across the nation will blaze with cinematic stories. Watch, feel, and reflect. Then cast your vote for the Viewer's Choice Award category. Step behind the scenes in exclusive workshops and forums. Discover something new. The Uganda Film Market, a vibrant hub for filmmakers, distributors, and investors. The journey climaxes in brilliance at the awards gala. Brought to you by the Uganda Communications Commission. For details, call 0800 222 777.